day, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank you so much for joining me today. Today, my special guest just happens to be Maxmillian Robinson, who's joining us today. One upcoming and uprising YouTube channel goers, and trust me, everybody, you're going to be wonderfully entertained today by my guest. Maxmillian, can you say hi to the folks and let them know how you're doing today?
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Maxmillian Robinson, CEO of MillianmadeLLC. LLC. Just wanted to say thank you, and it is my pleasure to be on this show today.
Awesome. Thanks, brother. Now, tell me a little bit about the YouTube channel. I know you're on YouTube. I know your subscribers are increasing by the day. Tell me a little bit about the YouTube channel and what you do, brother.
Well, my YouTube series is called King Things. So what I pretty much will be explaining throughout my channel is just daily activities about my life, motivational stories, facts, and just things that's normal for me to talk about. Definitely, I do believe that is uplifting for people to watch it. I have gotten really great reviews from people all around that have seen the videos, and I'm hoping to, again, lift that subscriber count.
Awesome. Now, before we continue even further with this interview, folks, stop what you're doing, because I know you're watching right now. Either open up a new tab. If you're on your phone right now, go to YouTube right now. Maxmillian, can you tell them exactly where they need to go to subscribe to your channel?
Yeah, no problem. So my username is King Maxmillian, all together, no spaces. And that username is actually the same for Instagram and Twitter. So again, if you need me to spell it out, it's King Maxmillian. My full name is Maxmillian.
Now that's all one word, right? There's no spaces, underscore, periods, and nothing like that, right?
No spaces, completely straight, King Maxmillian.
All right, cool. Awesome. And give us those handles for Instagram, just in case somebody wants to follow you on there as well.
Yeah, no problem. Also, again, like I mentioned, Instagram username is King Maxmillian as well. I try and keep everything collectively together so that it's easy to find me no matter what social media app you're on. So again, Instagram, King Maxmillian, Twitter, the same thing. YouTube is the same thing. And then my full name would be my social media for Facebook and LinkedIn. So if you type in my full name, Maxmillian Robinson, on Facebook or LinkedIn, you can reach me there.
Awesome, man. I'm loving it. Now, how long have you been doing this YouTube channel? You got so many people that say like, oh, I need to start this podcast, or I need to get this thing going. And they got excuse after excuse after excuse. And they just honestly don't know where to start, to be honest. So starting off, how long have you actually been doing the YouTube channel?
Well, that's actually a great question. So for me personally, I wasn't necessarily a YouTuber until this year, but I have been a great editor. So if you mean by editing experience, I have been editing videos for about 4 years now. And my YouTube channel itself, I actually just started back in May. So I have a few videos out. Yeah, so I actually have a few videos out. I have episode 5 coming out next week. So again, subscribe as soon as you can because the videos are coming and they're quality content.
Now, not to throw you off a little bit, how often do you usually put up brand new videos? You mentioned this is going to be episode 5 for you. How often do you put up videos?
So usually as of right now, I put about a video every 2 weeks. Now I am thinking about updating it more to every week just because of the supply and demand factor. But, you know, it is, again, a lot of information that I put into my videos. So I definitely try to make a story for each video and I try to make it meaningful. So that's the only reason it takes every other week for me to make the video. Otherwise, if I wanted to put it out, let's just say something that's there, uncut, uncensored, I'd put it on there. But I want this to be something that's quality. It's creative. It's something that people can relate to. And that's why I usually take 2 weeks to do it.
Understandable. Hey, listen, man, if you're a one-man show, nobody needs to know what behind the scenes are. They just know it's your face. You're doing this, and that. So as far as I'm concerned, you got 20 people working on making that channel to where it needs to be at. Now, I know we talked about the videos. I know you said you got more things coming up. Is there any major announcements that you want to share with anybody that you foresee in the future that's coming up, or even by the end of the year?
Well, definitely, I will say number one, subscribe to the YouTube channel again, because this is quality, game-changing content, which is actually my motto for my business. It is change the game, and I will actually talk about that a little bit later. But I am putting out a lot of quality content on there. Follow me on Instagram. I make commercials for my business, and I'm actually working on expanding the brand even more. Right now, my business is retail products, so specifically clothing and accessories. But
Okay.
one day I actually want Million Made to be for all walks of life, no matter what your age, your race, your gender, religious affiliation. I want Million Made to be something for everybody to have. And it's all about changing the game. It doesn't matter where you start from, but with hard work and determination, you can really do anything if you put your mind to it.
I'm with you 110% on that, my good brother. Definitely. Now, change the game. I know I heard that before because I subscribe to the YouTube channel, folks. You should be doing that right now. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. But Maxmillian, tell us, change the game. What does that mean? What I see it when you put it on your YouTube channel. What does that mean for the audience to know?
It means simply just to work hard, chase your dreams, no matter how far or how big they can be. It doesn't matter where you start from, because if you work hard to get there, anything's possible. And, you know, I really am a big believer in that, because everything happens for a reason. No matter where you started from, you can be at the top of the top and then fall completely to rock bottom. But it's when you're at rock bottom that, what do you do from there? Do you stay there? Do you get upset? Do you blame other people? Or do you say, you know what? I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to change the game. I'm going to be something that no one's ever thought about with me. And that's simply what I'm trying to do today.
That's awesome, man. I love that. I love that. Do y'all hear that? Change the game means you need to change your avenue to get to where you need to be at. It's not, you can't be sitting still. All right, to be great, you can't just be sitting still. Now, you mentioned some retail products as far as with your branding and with your logo. What type of retail products are you looking to have to get to consumers? Because at the end of the day, we need to be supporting us. So what type of retail products can people look for, or potentially that you have right now?
Well, currently right now, as I mentioned, it is clothing and accessories. So I sell hats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, sweatpants. I even have socks if you guys are interested in being, you know, sock freaks out there. But I'm trying to expand more into the consumer side of things. So getting bags. So if you need to go shopping or anything, any tote bags. So if you need to travel, just anything in particular that would help expand my reach, you know. And eventually I want to even have furniture, even have merchandise that people would have never thought about that a clothing store, mainly a clothing store, would have. So I can be accessible again to all walks of life.
Man, you are thinking futuristic terms here. I ain't never even thought about furniture in all my days, man. Last I heard of somebody on the furniture was Cindy Crawford, but we're not even going to talk about how old that is, so we're just going to leave that alone. Tell me, because I got a couple more questions on here before I let you go. Where's, not to throw you a curveball here, but what is the country that you would like to visit? You know, once all this COVID-19 is done and over with and we're able to go to the airport without having masks on, what's a country that you would like to visit in the near future?
You know, I've actually given that some thought. There's been many countries that I have been to in my entire life, but a few countries that come to mind, I haven't been to Greece yet. I actually hear it's a great tourist destination spot. I love seeing their beaches online. And then Australia, I've never even been out there yet either, and China as well. But definitely, that's just a list of a few that I'm interested in. I can't necessarily pick one because I know there's so many spots that I would love to visit at each place, but definitely it's a toss-up.
Okay, all right. And then I got to hit you with this last one. I love asking this. Who would you want that's a celebrity right now? I'm not talking about from the past, but that's a celebrity right now that you would want as a parent, and why?
Interesting. I actually haven't thought of this question, but if I had to pick one, mainly I would most likely say Jay-Z, because him especially paving the way for minority figures to be their own boss, to be something that no one's ever expected from them, is honestly motivating to me. I think he's a game changer in my opinion, because he's paving the way not only for himself, but for generations to come. And people are now starting to realize this, hopefully. And he's actually resonating with me personally, that I can dream big, and whatever I strive to go for, or whatever I want to do in life, I can accomplish that and even more.
That's beautiful, man. I love that. And then for those that are looking to get their YouTube channel, I know we was kind of like hitting on them earlier, but honestly, for those that are looking to get their YouTube channel started or get a podcast started, what advice would you give them? Like, you know, as far as starting on day one, what advice would you give somebody?
Well, something I could definitely say, not only for YouTube, but for my business as well, is Rome wasn't built in one day. You have to be patient. You have to appreciate the struggles that you have. You have to appreciate the good times and bad times. It's not always going to be peaches and cream, because there's times where I'll sit in my office some days and I'm just stressing out because I don't know what I'm going to do. But then that's when I realize in my head, I have to change the game. Now, changing the game doesn't necessarily mean, oh, I need to change something right then, right now. It means, okay, you're at a standstill. What are you going to do from here? It's not going to change overnight, but you can work each and every day to make it better. So even if you're taking 2 steps backwards, you can still take 3 steps forward. And that's how I envision for anybody that's inspiring to do whatever you want to do, whether it's YouTube, start a business. Definitely you have to be patient.
I love it, man. I love it. Well, listen, Maxmillian, I appreciate you so much. And for those that were not listening, if you just tuned in, I don't know why you just tuned in, but if you just tuned in, Maxmillian, can you give them that YouTube channel where they could subscribe to right now for me?
Yeah, no problem. So in my YouTube channel is King Maxmillian, no spaces, all together. The K is capital, so you can plug that in as well. But King Maxmillian, and I will spell my name out so you don't mess it up. It is Maxmillian, King Maxmillian, all together. Type it in on YouTube, you can find me there. And then also, for those of you who are interested about my business, MillianMade LLC, I'll actually spell that out for you as well, because the million part is actually the same way it's spelled for my name. And you can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn, and YouTube as well. Almost forgot that part. But MillianMade is spelled the same way as my name, as I mentioned. So Millian, and then you just add the made part to it all together, and then LLC. And you can find us anywhere on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn, and YouTube.
I love
so subscribe there as well.
Yes, yes. Please, folks, right after this interview, please go to YouTube, subscribe to my friend, my fellow king, my brother, Maxmillian. Maxmillian, thank you again so much for being on the show. Folks, again, check me out Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. right here on Facebook Live. And hey, if you happen to miss the show, catch me out on YouTube through the Nathaniel group. Maxmillian, thank you again so much for being on the show. I really appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, no problem. I appreciate it. And make sure to check out MillianMade.com if you're interested in buying any of our clothing or accessories. We offer great quality, fast shipping, and affordable pricing straight to your front door. So.
And that's Millian, Millian, folks. I don't want you to be typing out million. Nah, this is a different type of million. This is a kingship type of million, all right? So, Maxmillian, appreciate you again so much, brother. Have a good one.
You too. Take care. Stay safe.
Thanks, man. You too.
Buzzlet on the beat.